Hey guys, what is up? And Shadolance back with a review on one of my favorite guns in the entire game and possibly the most useful shotgun outside of the Maxes. This is basically a Maxes that is less in stats, and that's basically the best way to describe this shotgun. It's useful for pretty much everything. It's a spam shotgun, very, very accurate as far as shotguns go. Although it has low damage, it has among the lowest damage drop-off in the game for a shotgun. I actually know that per pellet it has less damage drop-off than the Max's shotgun, which is very strange. It has, I think it might actually have the lowest damage drop-off. But this gun is absolutely fantastic, and I mean, you can see me grabbing multi-kills there on full HP enemies and at longer ranges with a shotgun that really shouldn't be possible. Two things make this possible. First of all, the low damage drop-off. Second of all is the Titan spread. I'm going to compare this gun to the M4 Super 90, but not statistically because the stats do not match up. First, I'm going to go into the stats of this gun. We have a rate of, a rate of fire of 68, no, a damage of 68, a portability of 67, and a rate of fire of 23, just like the M4 Super 90, and only a recoil of 60. So the recoil is very low, but to be honest, with this kind of shotgun, you don't need to worry about it as much. I mean, you need to worry about it more than some other shotguns, but shotguns in general, you don't really need to worry about recoil, although this is very low recoil anyway, so. Rate of fire of 23, it's among the fastest in the game with the M4 Super 90, so that's very, very nice. The SPOS 12 series typically has around a 20, so it's faster than the SPOS 12 series. The portability is 67, and the damage is 68. Damage is actually pretty decent. I mean, most shotguns, like the SPOS and so on, have between a 65 and 75 damage rating. Some of the higher ones, like the jackhammer, the M4 Super 90, get upwards of 75 and 80 and those kinds. The keltec, I do believe, has an 80, although I'm not 100% sure of that. Now, the firing mode on this is only semi-automatic. It's not fully automatic like the M4 Super 90. It'd be kind of cool if it was, but I don't really find a difference, because even when I'm using the M4 Super 90, I still find myself tap firing. I don't find myself holding it down like a lot of people do. I love running around with the Remington and the M4 Super in quarantine, and I thought about including some gameplay for that, but then I figured I should probably keep this to just players, especially since I want to keep these reviews a little bit shorter than I had been, so that's always a plus for me too. And yeah, that's just kind of what I'm feeling. So I gotta say, if I had to recommend setups for shotguns, if you're a really big shotgun fan, having either the keltec and Remington setup or the M4 Super 90 and jackhammer setup. Now, I know I recently said that in my M4 Super 92 review, but I do believe that's still true. I don't think that's ever going to change. These two setups make great they make great setups. So, yeah. Also, one thing that's very strange about this gun that most people probably know by now is that it has a very strange ammo capacity. It is the only gun in the game to come pre-attached with an extended magazine, so that makes me believe that the typical round size would be a reload rate would be about really fast, because it's already a really fast fire rate. So yeah, that would also mean the basic ammo capacity would be 6, not 10. So I'm assuming it's an extended magazine too, because, you know, I don't think a shotgun like this would have like an 8-round magazine, considering that the regular R870 and the Remingtons have like a 6 to 7 round magazine. Some of them have 8s, I believe, but it's mostly 6, 7-ish. So that's just kind of my theory behind that, especially with the Boneyard shotgun, which is a forged variant of the R870 and the M590 Mariners. Or, no, military, the M590 military, my bad. But, so yeah, it has a base ammo capacity 10 of 30, 40 total shots, low damage drop-off, low recoil, high damage as a shotgun. I mean, what, 68's a huge amount of damage. That's a 2-shot kill. I don't think this gun is ever above a 4-shot kill on a medium or lighter recon vester. Heavy vesters, obviously, that's a different story, but I'm not going to go into that right now. But as far as light, recon, and normal vesters, which are the most common kinds, it's pretty much always a 3-shot or 2-shot kill. Into the back, even on a tanker, probably a 2-shot kill. But you can see the ranges that I'm killing people at with this, and it's fantastically ridiculous. I really shouldn't be getting half the kills I'm getting with a shotgun like this. Now, the one thing that I like about this gun over the M4 Super 90 is that the M4 has a variable spread size. It can go up and down when you crouch and stuff, and that's not very useful. This one keeps a maintained very low spread size, lower than the M4 Super 90, and maintains when you're jumping and crouching and everything, and that's very, very nice because it's very predictable. However, the one thing is the M4 Super 90 I still find far better for Papa games. Reason being is because when you crouch, it has a smaller spread than most SMGs have while standing, which is very, very nice. So then you can get all of your shots to hit, and even at a maximum range with bad damage drop-off, the M4 Super 90 is still going to be even more devastating than this gun, because it has a much higher damage base. I do believe it's like 75 to 80, somewhere in there. So yeah, this gun is stuck at a 68. If this gun had any more damage, like it would be completely unstoppable. It would beat the Maxes no problem. Now I realize the Maxes has a fire rate that's ridiculous and has an even higher ammo capacity, but that's part of the beauty of this gun. You need to focus on your shots more, and if you're accurate with a shotgun, well, this is still a spraying shotgun. I mean, obviously spread shot with a shotgun, that's the point of a shotgun, but if it's a spraying shotgun designed to be like sprayed in all sorts of directions, but if you're accurate with the shotgun and you're good with shotguns, I actually pride myself on being better with shotguns than a lot of other things, but if you are actually good with shotguns, this is going to be a very much unstoppable gun. So I would suggest either picking up a combination of the M4 Super 90 and the jackhammer, which cover both the grounds of having high damage and low damage drop off with a higher damage drop off and higher spread. It covers all grounds that a shotgun would have to have, fast fire rate, whereas the Remington and keltec cover their grounds separately as well. You have a very high damage gun, and you have with a pretty much fine spread with a huge magazine, and then you also have a lower damage drop-off gun that has a very fast fire rate but also less damage overall. So that's just the kind of layout there. And I honestly prefer the Remington and keltec variants because they both have huge magazine sizes, 14 and 10, both very high for shotguns in general, so I do appreciate that. More on these guns than on the M4 Super 90 and jackhammer, so that's my personal preference. So if I had to make a suggestion for just one or the other, though, I would still probably take the keltec just because that's the type of player I am. But I think most people would actually be happier with the Remington than the keltec. The keltec requires a certain type of gameplay, a certain type of play style to be good with, and that's just the kind of play style I have. I'm not so much of a spraying type. I'm more of an aim your shots carefully person. So yeah, I find that to be much more beneficial. But that's about all I have to say for this gun, guys. Thank you for watching this review. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check out more videos. I've been getting a huge number of subscribers recently. I don't know how that's coming around because I didn't see anything special, but I really appreciate it. Keep checking out videos, and I'll keep making videos. That's all I have to say. Be sure to check out the Facebook group. It's in the description below. And recommend videos if there's anything you guys want to see. I have commentaries coming out and more reviews as usual. Thank you guys for watching. Shadolance out.